Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Amy Berg.
It's an honor to be here today and to be connected to such an incredible organization. We created these scholarships to continue my dad's legacy. He himself overcame great challenges and would be very proud that he can help others pursue their careers in the construction industry. It was my dad's tradition to do good deeds in memory of loved ones with the belief that this elevates the soul. We continue this tradition for him, and if anything, my dad's name, Alan Berg, and his memory will live on through these scholarships. It took 3 years for us to come to terms with the fact that he is gone. He was such a huge presence that our family and CMIC felt we had to do something big and special in his memory. ACE was the perfect fit, as my dad was all about practical education so that one could develop a solid career to better themselves, their families, and their communities. I'd like to tell you a bit about my dad, his life, and what I learned from him. My dad was born in a refugee camp after World War II. All of his grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins were victims of the Holocaust, the Nazi genocide. My dad came to Canada as a child. His parents worked on a farm and then in a tailor shop. My dad admired his parents. They came with nothing and worked hard to provide for him and his younger brother while encouraging their growth and education. Although my dad's parents wanted to create the best for him, the horrors of what they went through were forever present. Things got worse when my dad was 13. His father suddenly died. His mother had a breakdown and was hospitalized. Between working minimum wage, she was in and out of hospitals. My dad, in addition to attending school, worked to support his mother and 7-year-old brother. He was fortunate to attend a good school and to have mentors who supported him. My dad received scholarships to go to university. He was very fortunate to meet my mother, and a year later, at 28, he started CMIC. Life became more challenging when my dad, at 33, had a stroke, disabling his right side. The doctors did not know the cause. My mom, who is incredibly supportive, encouraged him to persevere. He did. He was proud to have created CMIC and to create opportunities for others. He loved everything to do with the construction industry. My dad was extremely lucky to find exceptional individuals like Gord Rollins, president of CMIC, who has been with us for 33 years. Jeff Weiss has been with us for 28, Pat Shaw for 11. My dad's personality attracted incredible individuals, and since my involvement with CMIC, I've been in awe of them. My dad had a unique, quirky, and fun personality. Some traits stand out when I think about what helped him succeed. I'd like to share them with the students in the room who are starting out their careers. 1, don't follow the crowd. Everyone knew how unusual my dad was. He didn't care what people thought of him. His office was adorned with weird roadside antiques. He would add ketchup and honey to his omelet. He did what he liked and what he believed in. 2, there's always something to learn. He told me how he liked writing tests, for he could see how much he had improved. I recall being content placing second on a huge medical exam. When I told him, he said, "That's good, but you should find who placed number 1 so you may learn from them." That was my dad. Seek to do better, learn. 3, value your education. My dad felt that he was lucky to have come to North America at a young age and to attend an amazing public school. He enjoyed doing his undergrad as well as his master's in engineering. 4, there's never a job that's too small. My father was always working, always busy improving things, both at work and at home. He worked in every job one could imagine. 5, help those in need. He was known for mentoring youth, which is why the ACE organization resonated so strongly with us. He believed in taking chances on people, especially those more vulnerable. He was kind and inclusive. 6, everything is about family and the community. Since the age of 13, my dad took care of his mother, which at times was difficult, as she had major mental health issues and PTSD, being both a Holocaust survivor and then a young widow. Later on, my mom stepped in, taking care of her mother-in-law, in addition to my dad and us. He created a community center in his hometown to honor his parents. He created university scholarships in memory of loved ones. 7, never give up. 30 years after his stroke, he decided he wanted to ride a bike again. He still walked with a limp. From training wheels to repeatedly falling, to my great surprise, he could eventually ride a bike. My dad's perseverance and will were exceptional. In 2014, he suddenly could not walk. He was diagnosed with kidney cancer that had spread to his leg. He underwent surgeries and treatment. We then learned that he was a candidate for an immune drug that could potentially cure him. This therapy would be horrendous, with a considerable chance of death, yet a small chance of a complete cure. My dad took this risk. In the weeks leading up to his treatment, my dad's spirits returned, which brings me to the last attribute demonstrated by my dad. 8, always have hope. My dad's entire life was an example of this. Having hope, doing our personal best, and helping others succeed defines my dad, CMIC, and ACE. With education and diligence, we can make the world a brighter, better place. Through the ACE scholarships, the memory of CMIC's founder, my dad, Alan Berg, will live on, not just in our hearts, but hopefully in the hearts of those who will be positively affected. Thank you.